Bonjour et bienvenue à Français 1002. So this is the second video that replaces our day one kind of meeting because of the inclement weather this semester. Here I'm going to be talking about syllabus highlights or how to kick ass and get an A in this class. We got 6 different points we're going to make as quickly as possible. 1, where do you find the syllabus? 2, what are our course objectives? 3, what do you need in order to be able to complete this course? The kinds of coursework we're going to be doing is number 4. We're going to take a quick look at the general schedule of the units and what you'll be doing in each unit, and then finally some of the most important policies for the course. Now, please remember, one of the most important things is that this is just a kind of overview and highlight of the syllabus. You're going to need to go and read the syllabus completely. You can find it always on D2L Brightspace, right here, d2l.kennesaw.edu. You'll need to read through that completely and then take a very short quiz on D2L called the Syllabus Compliance Agreement. Agreeing to the policies in the syllabus will open up all the rest of the materials on D2L, of which there are many things to be able to help you kind of get through this course and do well. So, doing well, what you're going to be doing in this course. First of all, you're going to be working your way up towards making detailed descriptions. In French 1001, you made basic descriptions. I'm tall, I'm from the United States, I like pizza. We're going to be working on things like, I'm tall and I have long hair. I'm from the United States, specifically from the state of Georgia. I like pizza because it tastes fantastic. We're also going to be working on the past tense and narrating your past travels, where you've been, what you did there, what it was like. You're going to negotiate future plans with a classmate, so you'll be able to make plans for the weekend or make plans for future travel. You're going to be interpreting and understanding authentic texts, making intercultural comparisons using information from those texts. As mentioned in the previous video, you're also going to be doing some self-assessments, setting your own goals, checking your progress towards those goals, and then creating a learning portfolio to demonstrate how you met them. Finally, you will also always be involved in process writing. There's always going to be a section at the end of every unit where you're going to kind of gather your thoughts and put things together before you begin composing, and then you'll always have a chance to go back and revise the things that you're going to be writing this semester. So a couple of things that you're going to need in this course. Number 1 is Espace, Rendez-vous avec le monde francophone, 3rd edition. If you've already taken 1001 here at KSU, you're in good shape. This is the textbook that you need. If not, then make sure that you get the 3rd edition, not the 2nd or 1st. Those are completely defunct. I highly recommend that you get SuperSite Plus with vText. As a matter of fact, you must have SuperSite Plus in order to be able to complete all of your SuperSite homework. It's an extra like $15 if you don't have it already. Totally worth every single penny for the extra elements that are included on SuperSite. You also get the vText along with it, which is a completely online digital version of your textbook. You can, for the cheapest amount of money, actually, only about $135, buy just SuperSite Plus with vText and get nothing else. You'll be just fine for this whole course the way I teach it. You will need a reliable internet connection. Remember that this is a flipped classroom and you're going to have homework on SuperSite every single time. So you have to have a way to be able to access the internet reliably and regularly. You'll need a computer with a microphone because you're going to be making recordings of your kind of phonetics practice and animated presentations using Adobe Spark. And speaking of Adobe Spark, you'll need a Facebook, Google, or Adobe account to access that free online service. Finally, you're also going to need a blog. If you already have a blog and you're happy sharing it with everybody else, that's awesome. If you'd like to create a new one, go for it. You can use WordPress or Blogger or Tumblr, any old service that allows you to publish to the rest of the world and for other people to comment on your posts. So the coursework that you're going to be doing, there are 5 things that are important about the coursework. Firstly, please take a look at the division for your grades. So it's pretty normal. A's are 100 to 90%, B's 10% in the 80s, C's are in the 70s, D's are in the 60s. F's, however, bottom out at 50. Okay? I don't believe in giving zeros. I feel that when you give a 0, it actually creates a hole that's very, very difficult, if not impossible, for a student to dig themselves out of. Now, the caveat for this is that there is no late coursework accepted. Right? So if you don't turn something in, you get a 50, and there's no recourse to that. So, there are 4 elements that are important to your grade in this course. First of all is the homework. Homework includes both your SuperSite and 3 excursions that will happen throughout the semester. I'm going to send you out into the real world, and you have to come back with a short little report or a form that you're going to upload to D2L. More information about those on the syllabus and as they come up during the semester. Also, participation has an equal weight in your grade. 20% of your grade is you coming to class, having completed all the homework, being able to answer the startup question, called the démarrer, and being active participant in all the course activities. Okay? 40% of your grade, the biggest portion of your grade, are unit evaluations. Unit evaluations are multi-part, multi-day evaluations of your performance. It's always going to begin with an interpretive exercise. You're going to look at a website, or you're going to watch a video, or you're going to read an article in French, an authentic text, and interpret it correctly. Based upon that theme or that idea in that text, you're going to have a conversation with a fellow student. And then finally, based upon the information that you've gathered or generated in that conversation, you're going to either make an animated presentation with Adobe Spark, or a 200 to 300 word composition on your blog. The Adobe presentations will also be posted to your blog, and everybody's going to be commenting on everybody's posts. Okay, finally, the last part, as I've already hinted, is self-assessment. You'll note there's no final in this course. Your final is your self-assessment. Setting up your own objectives, what you want to focus on in the class, checking your progress in mid-semester, and then creating a learning portfolio, about 1,000 words posted to your blog, that examines 3 different portions of your learning in the class and how they help you reach your objectives for the course. So the schedule actually is really important. If you check on the syllabus, every single unit has a rather regular repetitive schedule. Every single unit is given and is articulated in the same way. They always begin with unit objectives. You see up here what we're going to be doing in Unit 5, very first unit this semester. And then there's going to be a date and the lesson name. So, Lesson 5A goes over both the 17th and 19th of January next week. Every single day there's an articulated set of pages to read. You need to read over these in your textbook before you begin anything else. There's always supersite homework, right? And then there's always a démarrer question. These are things you need to have prepared before you come to class. Okay? So make sure you read through the pages in your textbook, complete the supersite activities that are assigned for that day, and then have a clear response to the démarrer question ready to go when you walk in the door. At the end of every unit, there's a unit evaluation. You can see the various steps right here. We're going to very carefully prepare. There's always a préparation, except for the very last unit. So we'll be able to kind of preview and articulate what's going to be going on. So, a couple of choice policies. These are not all the policies of the course. You need to read the syllabus for the exhaustive list, but these are the most important ones. 1, you must come prepared to every single session. There are no excused absences in this course. Okay? My gradebook doesn't care if you're there or not. I, on the other hand, do. So if you're going to be absent or if something happens, please let me know as soon as possible. Send me an email via D2L Brightspace or give me a call on my office phone. Let me know what's going on. I do really want to know, but my gradebook doesn't care. It will give you an absent regardless of why you're there. Right? Now, you also need to make sure to complete all your assignments on time. Assignments are due by 9:30 a.m. Always. They're always due 9:30 a.m. on the date indicated. And they need to be completed. There's no late assignments accepted. Just, according to the schedule, this thing right here. I have it for every single unit on the syllabus. You know it's due from here until the very end of the semester. Those dates won't change unless something catastrophic happens, and I will let you know if they do immediately. You may use devices in this class. You are welcome to bring in your tablets or your smartphones or your laptops. You must use them responsibly. If I catch you chatting on Facebook or doing your homework for some other course, I will confiscate your device for the remainder of the class period. Okay? Do please use your own brain and use a bilingual dictionary to complete your assignments. Do not use Google Translate or Reverso or any other automatic translator or another person. If you do so, it's considered a breach of academic integrity, and you could, one, at the very least, fail the assignment, probably fail the class, and possibly be suspended from school. Okay? We consider this to be a very important breach of academic integrity. Okay? This course, that said, is open to everybody. It's very important for me to be inclusive. If you have any kind of special needs that you need to complete this course, please contact Student Disability Services and have them contact me or come to me with the letter that they generate so that you and I can set up what it is that we need to do to make sure you succeed in this class. So a couple of bonuses, and then we're going to wrap it up. There is extra credit. You can check the syllabus about what it's for, but you must have at least a 75% course average. It's all due by the 27th of April. Okay? Extra credit is extra, so you have to already kind of be doing okay in the class before you get more credit. Also, there are rubrics for everything in the class. Every time you have an interpretive exercise or make a blog post or you have a conversation, I have a rubric for it. They're all on the syllabus. They're all available on D2L Brightspace. Please look at them. They'll help you know what it is that I'm looking for when you have a performance. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me via D2L Brightspace. There's only one more video left for our day one thing, looking at the resources that we have.